Hello and welcome to my workshop. I'm super happy to have you here because today I'm going to be making my first end grain cutting board. So let's get started. The woods I have selected for this project are mahogany, walnut, cherry, and maple. I've just got this small maple strip because I wanted to break up a spot where I had two darker woods together. So step one of this process is going to have to be hopping up to my planer and getting these boards ready for glue up. Now that the pieces are all prepped for glue up, we have to figure out the order that we want them to be in the block. I definitely want the mahogany on the outside, and then I want to break it up with a light piece of wood. We'll go a dark piece of wood, then want to do light again, and then dark, and then we're left to put this maple strip in. Okay, so now we just have to put all the glue on. Kinda wish I had more clamps. That's a big piece of wood. Now I just have to let it dry. This is definitely the largest piece of wood I've ever worked on. This one strip of maple is sticking out, so I could bring that down with the planer, with the surface planer, but I'm just going to work it down with hand tools. There we go. That should be low down enough, right? Yeah. Sticking out probably about a 1/16 of an inch, and then there's still bumps around on this. Should be good. Alright, so we can now go to the planer and flatten this out. My straight line cutting jig for my circular saw, because I don't have a table saw, to cut the strips for the end grain. Now I just cleaned up this first end, it looks really good. The cut was nice and clean, so just have to do it to all the way down. Okay, great, this is really looking awesome. As you can see, I have the pattern of the wood that I want all laid out. I think it looks really nice. The one little strip of maple really makes a nice contrast with the other woods that are darker. And right here I have some waste boards. It's just some pieces of Doug fir 2x4s, and they're gonna be on the edges, just making sure that we don't have too much chip out. So now we just have to go ahead and glue up and then wait. The little trusty pipe clamps. Now I want to make sure that I keep the pieces aligned or I'm going to have a big problem. So I'm going to have to take a lot of care into the way I line each of the pieces up while gluing. Alright, so enough dilly-dallying. Let's get to the glue up. So this is the, oh my god, that's heavy. Entire board glued up. The bottom looks really, really good. So let's just move it over to the bench over here to dry. Ugh. I can't wait for this to be done. The finish is gonna look amazing. Oh man. So, what you just did not see was me planing this board, trimming the ends, and sanding it up to 80 grit. I'm going to do one more pass with the 80 grit and continue this video from there. cutting board has been sanded up to 400 grit all the way around. It is incredibly smooth. I'm not going to show it to you yet, because first what I have to do is clean up this entire area before I apply the finish. So, the board has been branded by a YouTube channel logo. It has been tack cloth to remove all the dust. All that we have to do now is apply the finish. This is the same finish that I made a video on making. I'll put a card to that video up there. Alright, so let's put this finish on. I have finished my first end grain cutting board. I could not be happier with how it came out. It came out super smooth, and I just love the pattern. I can't get over how amazing it is, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really happy that I was able to push myself through this project and learn something new and how to make something new. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like. And if you really love what I'm doing here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.